Dylan Thompson now. He'll be coming out for his first series of the game. What do we make of this young man?
He's a tremendous player. Fifth-year senior, waited his turn behind Connor Shaw. And Brent, he's played very, very well this year. He's making very good decisions with the football. He can hurt you with his arm. He's also a better runner than a lot of people think, and he's going to have to put all of that on display tonight against a very physical Auburn defense.
Play action against Davis. Thompson rolls, throws high, and incomplete. Second down for Thompson. Drops it off on a screen. Davis breaks the tackle and going to run for the first down. 45, and he's out of bounds. And there it is, taking the chance that Jesse told you about, but he overthrew Nick Jones to that defense for Ellis Johnson. We were alerted they're trying to get a pass rush. Nothing doing. Thompson had time, throws Cooper, got the first down. For the second down and 4 now. Fires deep, caught beautifully by Rowland. Shaq Rowland with a touchdown. That everything is copacetic.
Well, we talked about Steve Spurrier having to be aggressive and take shots, and just give Shaq Rowland credit because he beats Jonathan Jones.
Drive, they converted a 3rd and 9. That set this up. Rowland for 6. Second down and 6. Inside shuffle pass to Farrell Cooper for a first down. That is a beautifully designed play. I can remember Tim Tebow. Cooper, a little bit of a do-everything back. He'll run the Wildcat if they need it. Moving in that direction. Got Cooper again. Got another first down, and Cooper's all over the place.
You're right, Brent.
Rowland, Cooper stacked on the left. Thompson under pressure, intercepted. Bad decision. McKenzie picks it off.
Casanova McKenzie, big middle linebacker, coming up with that big play. And they've got 2 receivers here. Jarrell Adams, the tight end, and Farrell Cooper, wide receiver, running hitches. Dylan Thompson's expecting somebody to run into the middle of the field. They never did. And Casanova McKenzie, that's the easiest interception he'll ever have. Pee-wee, high school, college, or pro. But now these last 2 weeks, this is a sleeping giant now, reawakening.
Brandon Wiles is going to try it, but Thompson on first down. And Farrell Cooper battling for that reception.
Spurrier being aggressive, here you go.
Gotta have it. Option look, got it. Mike Davis checked in and brought it all the way out. From midfield, Thompson. Farrell Cooper couldn't hang on. That was Therese.
And off tonight in a huge game.
Second down and 10. Got that slant. That time, of course, with Demir Bird, number 1. Bird comes on that jet sweep, double reverse, gonna throw back. Thompson's got it for a first down and out of bounds. Ball in the 20-yard line. Thompson gets it over to the side, and that's Jeffrey. To the top of your screen. Second down and 6. Looking in that direction. Gonna go for the end zone. Farrell Cooper, touchdown.
It's a play calling. Dylan Thompson has press, man-to-man coverage outside, and he just picks his best receiver.
Remember, they're without Rory Anderson because of an injury. Second down and 8 for Thompson. Davis slips out. Thompson looks downfield. Underthrew, but diving for that ball was Jarrell Adams.
Let's take a look at this again right here. See Jarrell Adams. Watching that from that angle, when I saw it live, it looked as though he got his arms underneath the ball. Brent, I think he did. I think he's got that ball controlled. It's allowed to touch the ground so long as he has complete control of the ball.
First down.
On the perimeter of the field.
Looking at a 2nd and 12. Incomplete through high to Farrell Cooper. And 3rd and 12. Send everybody out. Offensive line holds. Deflected, incomplete. Second down and 10 for Thompson. Defender comes free, fires high, and incomplete. And again, he had a target there, making it tough to hear Thompson. Slips the rush man, far short of the first down, and there's a penalty flag on that tackle.
Personal foul, face mask on the defense.
Jackson was kind of late to the party here. You see Adams, #1 in the middle. He's the one that forces Thompson to step up, kind of gets a hand on that jersey. It's a great job by Thompson, strength staying up. Now look at 98 coming from the right side of the screen. He grabs that cage, and that's a bad penalty. That was 3rd and 10. He just gave them a fresh set of downs. Now you've had the turnover on special teams.
Tight ends, 2 receivers wide to the right. Thompson's looking left, going to throw to Davis underneath. Beautiful hit, dive for the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina.
They're going to sneak Mike Davis out on the wheel route, but watch Justin Garrett. He's got him man-to-man. He's going to run into his fellow teammate, Jonathan Ford. And that's what allows Mike Davis to get out. It's man-to-man coverage across the board. He can't keep his feet. It's a tremendous catch.
Incomplete, dropped it.
That was unstoppable early.
2nd down and 10. There's that option look again. 3rd down and 8. Thompson moves the pocket to the left, fires for the first down, and he hit Nick Jones. Called their own offensive plays. Stands tall. Cooper, the foot race for the end zone. We're an extra point away from another tie. So watch Farrell Cooper. Lined up as a slot. Slipped inside of Therese, who's a fine defensive back. There was no safety there for him.
They've been playing smart, disciplined football.
Thompson now feathers one near side, and Bird for Ellis Johnson. He's got 3 down. Now he rushes 4. They broke through. Throw very close. Here comes the rush, closing in. Cooper, turf. Good call, Jesse. Got the first down.
Got to roll the dice, and I like this. Maybe anticipating pressure, you roll your quarterback out, give him an easy throw. A little bit behind Cooper, but a good job on the concentration. Much better down the stretch this season.
2nd down and 10. Auburn rushes 4. Thompson complete to Rowland. Rowland's at the 10-yard line and out of bounds.
Physical corner. Watch where Dylan Thompson puts this football, where only his guy can make the catch. The back shoulder of Shaq Rowland. There's nothing.
4 wide receivers, 3 to the left. Has time. End zone. Touchdown. Perfect strike to Nick Jones. Auburn has to do is go for it before it goes 10 yards. 1st down and 10 now. Thompson's got the far side. Man covered, though, inside of 2 minutes here in the 3rd quarter. Game tied at 35. Incomplete. 2nd down and 10 for Thompson and the Gamecocks. 3 wide to the right. Thompson in trouble. Backside. Incomplete.
Situations, whether it's defensive end or defensive tackle. Here's from defensive end. Just speed around the outside.
Low snap. Thompson's got it. Time in the middle. Got it. 1st down on a 3rd and 10 to Nick Jones.
Whatsoever, they may have got to him, but just look at this pocket. There's nobody in front of him. He's got all day to throw the football and find Nick Jones over the middle of the field. There's another one here.
Firing and a little behind Cooper was that one.
No doubt.
On 3rd and 8. End zone and diving interception. Here comes that pressure that Jesse talked about. Getting to Thompson on the throw. Jones does the rest in the end zone. A great grab. Mike Davis checks in. Swing to Davis. Davis will be forced out of bounds, and
Quarterback sneaks are a big part of this offense too in these situations.
and he's up under center right now. And he goes right straight ahead. Good call.
Came back to do special things this season.
Sean Carson is in the running back. Deep drop. Time. Incomplete. He wanted Farrell Cooper.
I really respect what Dylan Thompson's done.
He faces a 2nd and 10 right now. Throws in underneath to the running back who just checked in, Sean Carson. Tigers would have great field position. Thompson's back. Fires. Got it. A beautiful clutch throw that time.
By this offensive line, picking up the blitz. 29 Brandon King trying to come delayed. They move Elijah Daniel on a stunt.
Anderson, who was injured. Davis is back as the running back, far side. Farrell Cooper. Caught in underneath by K.J. Brent.
None of it's working.
Dylan Thompson uses that swing pass outside to Davis. Moves the pocket to the right, and this is high, end zone, incomplete. And there's a penalty flag.
Pass interference on the defense.
Mike Davis back in as the running back for Thompson. Thompson, time, end zone, wide open. Cooper, but didn't get a foot down.
Late throwing this. He had Farrell Cooper wide open early, and the ball had to get out. That's clearly out of bounds.
4 wide receivers for the Gamecocks. Here comes pressure, and this time they get to Thompson. They got there.
Yeah, and Lambert's been the guy who's been most consistent up front. He runs a little stunt himself to get inside, and he gets...
Can't get a first down at the 5-yard line. Thompson with a deep drop, fires middle, end zone, jump ball, knocked away. Middle, incomplete.
One with Farrell Cooper here at the bottom of the screen, and just kind of watch what happens. There's a little bit of jockeying and hand fighting once the football's in the air, which is not allowed. Now Mincy's, he's entitled to that position, and it's incumbent upon Shaq Rowland to avoid him. A lot of defenses like to go prevent in these situations.
They'll start with a swing pass, and a running back could not get outside. Gamecocks got to get the ball downfield. Low snap. Thompson in trouble. Picks it up. On the run. Intercepted. Holsey, and hold on. Out of bounds on that play.
An eligible player downfield on the offense, number 1. That's a 5-yard penalty. Repeat, get out.
South Carolina needs a hook and ladder or something. Out of bounds, stops the clock. That's Nick Jones working. Another bad snap. Thompson picks it up, fires, and that's complete. The clock will stop briefly.
They made a change to center earlier this year, and one of the things they said was the reason was because Allen Knott was just a better shotgun snapper. It was kind of helping the rhythm of this offense. That hasn't always been the case tonight. It's kind of on the field on offense.
Thompson goes deep, far sideline, and out of bounds. Bird was the receiver. Another bad snap. Can he get out of bounds? There's a penalty flag down. Rowland does. Stops the clock.
Personal foul, hands to the face on the defense,
wow.
Number 86. That's a 15-yard penalty from the end of the run.
That's from the end of that play.
Time to argue it. You've got to get going. Look at the middle of the field. See, it's just there on the outside. It was the left tackle. I think Corey Robinson working against Lambert. It didn't look like much.
He's in the middle of the field, standing back at the 7-yard line. Duke Williams on the field. 5 seconds left. Thompson steps up, fires it toward the end zone. Jump ball, and Auburn's Jonathan Jones comes down with it.
Offenses practice this, and defenses too, each and every week. Dylan Thompson does a nice job buying himself time, give himself a shot to get this down into the end zone. There you see Duke Williams, number 1. He's the one that gets the first paw on it, but ultimately it's Jonathan Jones making the pick.